Tell him to bring out the lobster. Okay. Alright. Adjust everything here. Hello. This video is dedicated to the one person that keeps recommending King Krule. I've had a few other recommendations, but I think I'm doing this today because this album just came out and it allows me to catch up kind of on current times. I am unfamiliar with most of King Krule's music. I remember having a few songs in a playlist a few years back, but I forgot what all those were. From what I remember, I think his music was pretty low-key. So I'm excited to listen to this because I'm a pretty low-key guy. But yeah, if you have any other recommendations or any other King Krule albums that you want me to check out after this, feel free to drop them in the comments. And yeah, thank you for all the support, and let's hop right into it. All right, we're here, Space Heavy. Track number 1 is Flimsier. Damn. This sounds kind of like psychedelic. Never mind.
She said it seems like these days merge as one.
Oh, that delayed vocal is crazy.
Maybe that's why won't work and don't work.
Damn, bro.
My eyes were popping out of sockets and holding the weight of the world.
That little synth in the back, bro. Oh, dude, this guitar is crazy. The lyrics of that track kind of started off with maybe the person he's in a relationship with kind of getting tired of it. Talking about the production on that, it was just super mysterious and kind of disoriented. I like how his vocals started off kind of bright and singing a little bit. And then, you know, as his vocals got darker, the subject matter did as well. The guitar in the second half of that song had like a crunch to it. And I felt like that it just went so well with his vocals there. So far, man, I'm shocked that this isn't blowing up right now. Like, this is crazy. All right, track number 2 is Pink Shell. Okay, yeah.
I've had plenty of people in my peripheral all over the world. I've seen so many things. I have
Kind of sinister, yo. You did? What was that little effect right there? That was kind of weird. Oh my god. What? That can't, okay, sounds like he's going through a little bit of a manic episode here. Kind of a short track. I actually would have liked that to be longer. Can't really pinpoint what the subject matter is here. It seems like he's just going crazy about a lot of things. That little riff in the beginning too was also kind of climbing up. It was a good segue into the song. His vocals there too were also kind of dynamic. His personality, I think, on that track was very colorful. Track number 3 is Seaforth. This sounds kind of like 80s, but like not really. Oh. Oh, there's some good vocal layering going on here, man. This production is so crazy, dude. Some seagulls. Kind of a coastal atmosphere here. I like that. All right, guys, that might be summer vibes. I love that track a lot. I just like cloudy vocals harmonizing on top of each other there. Kind of upbeat, but it was like bitter at the same time. Just basically talking about, you know, the problems that he's having with his relationship or past relationship, but he has kind of an optimistic outlook on it. He has faith. The track seems to be named after a memory that they shared as well. I found that track very calming. Track number 4 is That Is My Life, That Is Yours. Very slow paced.
I don't know where you are tonight. My lost love. I searched all day and through the night. He told me maybe you're inside, but no love. It's war.
Dude.
It's slave.
Are those drums coming in, bro?
And it's war, but it's slave.
What the fuck? He seems kind of disjointed here. Maybe the track was about him not being able to find his lover for any sort of reason, but it does kind of seem like a fever dream in some way. Not a lot of details. It is very brief in its subject. I love how the track is very calm throughout most of it. It's very low key, and then it does kind of break out into a little bit of a chaos halfway through. The way he's singing, he's singing as if, you know, it's warm, it's late. He's singing those vocals and, you know, the vocals before as if he's tired, you know, as if he's just exhausted. You know, he just wants to go to bed. I thought that was a very relaxing track. Kind of a downer, but you know what? We move up. Okay, track number 5 is Tortoise of Independency.
Silence of. It's been a while since her days have been. She feeds a tortoise of independency.
Damn,
I said I just want this moment to last and to love. Yeah, I think about the dreams I've had for so long. So long, so long, so long.
Damn. You okay, bro? Ooh, yo, that kind of faded in. Okay. I think he might be referring to himself as the tortoise here. When he says that he wants, you know, these moments to keep lasting and lasting, I think that he means that he wants time to slow down, kind of like a tortoise. And he speaks of himself kind of in the third person too, when, you know, he said that she fed him. My only problem with that track was that it was so incredibly short. I feel like it definitely could have been expanded upon, but it did kind of continue the same vibe of the last track of, you know, it being very low key. All right, track number 6 is Empty Stomach Space Cadet. I'm hearing some like vocals in the background here.
And if I die, I don't search for me. The gates are yet to open. And you
What the fuck was that?
They just throw me in the trash. Without you, I'm not there. Inside of your brain, nowhere to go. It's implosion.
Oh.
You sail through space, you sail through time.
Oh, I like this one, bro.
It takes away.
Oh my god. What? Why? Why was that not 4 minutes? You could have stretched that out. That was easily my favorite production so far. I feel like there was just so many different layers to it, and I felt like there was just so much more things going on within it. You know what's good when I can barely even pay attention to the things that he's saying. But, you know, speaking of what he's saying, it's probably one of the more darker songs here so far, lyric-wise, saying if he dies and just throw his body in the trash, because without her, it is trash. And honestly, he might be me. All right, track number 7 is Flimsy. I don't know if this is like a follow-up to the track 1, Flimsier. I don't know. Oh, this is deep as fuck. Okay. All right. Threw me in a cool little setting there, I would say. I like the little child vocals in the beginning. Maybe it brought a kind of bit of nostalgia to it, but those kind of dissipated, and I don't really know where the track went from there. I don't know what the message is supposed to be. I don't know if that was a prequel to the track 1 or anything, because I know Flimsier is like more flimsy than just regular flimsy. But yeah, kind of confused on that one, but you know what? We move. Track number 8 is an interesting one, I would say. Hamburger Phobia. Yes. A lot of fills on these drums.
Picked up a bird, I walked away.
Nice.
Sat in the park and slowly ate. I think the birds wanna murder me on earthly questions. These human breeze. The mildew soaked me through the sky. Let me know I wasn't the only one who felt this way. Turn to me, you don't deserve to be deserving me. You're just a waste of space. And yeah, it's harsh, but a valid thing to say. All my memoirs were erased. Vanish forever. Our love is just a few mistakes.
Hey, I'm afraid of him too. I believe that track was about how the things around him may possibly hate him or resent him due to the fact that he picked up the burger, went to go eat it, and then he claimed that the birds were hating him. The birds wanted to kill him, but obviously they were probably just hungry. And then he kind of goes into detail about his girl, you know, kind of hating on him as well. So maybe he's just kind of playing victim in this song. Maybe he actually is a victim. I don't know. But the shit definitely did not make me hungry. All right, track number 9 is From the Swamp. Another phobia? That's true. This track's kind of flowing nice.
Back it goes.
Ooh. Oh, a change of pace there. I like that. Damn, bro. I was paying attention to the production on that the whole time. I didn't get a word at all. And speaking of the production, I loved that shit. That was incredible. I love the nice little change of pace that happened in the little midsection right there. The rhythm guitar that was playing was just putting me in a trance. That was amazing. Definitely one of my favorites off here so far. And his vocals kept remaining dark throughout the whole thing on that as well. All right, track number 10 is Sea Girl. Feature on here. All right.
From my fingers
my left ear is loving this. I like these drums. I don't know. I think that had potential to like be one of the best songs on here. I just didn't. I don't know. I feel like she shouldn't have sung that high. I would have liked to hear some female vocals match the same energy that he's kind of bringing. Plus, he was kind of absent on that song as well. And I feel like, you know, the parts that he was there, you know, kind of with her vocals, I feel like, you know, those parts were probably my favorite, to be honest. I feel like her going solo on most of that song was kind of, you know, brought it down for me. And I just don't think her super high-pitched vocals on that were kind of a good contrast to his sort of deep monotone vocals. I did love the production, though. You know, that track is still really good to me. And if I heard it outside the context of this album, I think I'd like it a lot more. Our track number 11 is Our Vacuum.
But the space between us is dark. In a cage of your heart, empty the space. The weight's heavy on my plate. It's our vacuum. It's our vacuum.
God damn. This guy is not okay. Not a happy song. Not a happy song. He speaks of kind of sharing an empty space, sharing a vacuum with this girl. And I think that's, you know, maybe he's referring to like a vacuum in space, maybe that's just the setting that he's trying to create here. And it really does feel like it. And I mean, because to be honest, it is his most kind of bare bones production track yet on here. There's not really much going on, and it does sound kind of empty as well. And his vocals on the second verse are very kind of deeply layered in there. You can barely hear them. You know, him singing on, you know, the ending of that track really just kind of brought it out and brought his emotions out a little bit more. I thought that was a very good song. All right, track number 12 is the title track, Space Heavy.
Had not thought about it. She appears from nothing. Out the blue, get ready, slow it up. I refuse to be saved. My plastic straw. My plastic straw. My plastic straw.
What the fuck?
My plastic straw.
I feel like we can all relate to that. I mean, when we're sitting in that drive-thru and we order that large Sprite, and you know and we're driving away and they forget to give us the straw, I think we all feel a similar kind of emotion that he felt. All right, track number 13 is When Vanishing. Sounds like some sort of like laser shot. Oh, that saxophone. of a cool little chaotic, little ambient kind of atmosphere. I don't know if that's considered ambient, but I really did like that a lot. That's something I would, definitely go to our rage room to. Definitely sounds like the aftermath of After They Forget My Straw with My Drink. Track number 14 is If Only It Was Warmth.
Running out of space for your mistakes.
Damn. Yo, speak louder, bro.
Running out of space for your mistakes. Oh, I'm so disappointed in you. If only it was warmth that you held. If only it was warmth that you held.
Oh, that was a good transition. Okay. Very cold and like desolate vocals there. And speaking of cold, I think he's sort of indirectly calling his partner cold. Maybe she treats him so poorly. She keeps making mistakes. It's a very repetitive track lyric-wise. Definitely unlike any vocals that we've heard on here so far. They're very distant. Not really one of my favorites though. I'm kind of weird how it has so many plays. I don't know if it was a single beforehand. All right, track number 15. The final track is Wednesday Overcast.
Heard you were back in the country, looking for me. Left me a note explaining reasons for your leave. In the pub corner, surrounded by creeps, arranged to meet. The mirror was small. A lot has changed. Now a lot means to me.
It seems like on that track he's taking more of an observant perspective. It seems like his new mindset is just kind of to take everything in. No, he's observing the things around him, the brutal settings that people are in, and the bad topics that they are going on about. Maybe this person that he was disconnected from so long wants to see them again, and maybe he's just kind of preparing to see them. And he recognizes that his mind is different from before. Some of the lyrics are a little hard to decipher, but I feel like that was the overall message from it. I do like the little subtle, maybe violins and strings going on there. They added a lot of melancholy to the song. I thought it was very good. It was a fucking experience, man. It's one of those albums that you just cannot be in a good mood to listen to. Topics and songs aren't necessarily new to us, and from my perspective, I think that I did enjoy the first half a little more than the second half. Favorite tracks probably being My Stomach Space, Cadet, Flimsier, Seaforth was good, From the Swamp. I like it the most when the production is just kind of overbearing, because some parts it does get kind of a little desolate, and those parts aren't necessarily for me. They're just not my cup of tea. Yeah, man, that's the album. I love analyzing his lyrics. I think he's a very good songwriter. His deep, dark vocals too definitely just make the whole album itself. I think his vocals definitely are the focal point here that I really do enjoy. I think what's a little confusing about this album to me is a little bit how each song is like the same length. After the first half of the album, the songs all hit 3 minutes and they just stay there. Empty Stomach, Space Cadet definitely needed to be longer. I don't know what he was doing there, but that production was absolutely crazy. I needed to hear more of that. And yeah, more thoughts on this album in the future. Everything's kind of just fresh right now. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and possibly subscribe. And if you want me to check out more King Krule, I probably will. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will catch you later.